PUDcast is filmed live on stage in front of the studio audience.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the PUDcast with Jason and Mike. I'm Jason.
I'm Mike.
And we're coming to you from the PUDcave located here in Game Swap.
It is pure chaos.
It's gone, man.
It's chaos.
Gone.
We've lost all control.
It's already off the rails, man.
There's wasp spray everywhere.
Yeah, Ricky's on the floor. He's naked. Get up, buddy.
Is the guitar player coming? Because we're waiting on the heroin. You know, he brings the heroin.
Yeah.
Oh, well, hell, man. I got some. No, wait. No.
I need to come down off my meth.
Yeah, too much wasp spray this morning, man.
We're coming from a secret location.
Yeah. We're
The
not
lab.
at GameStop.
No. We're coming to you from an underground lab here.
In Maid, North Carolina.
Right. Yeah.
You know, it's kind of funny because we sound like we are all jacked up, don't we?
I know, man. Seriously, dude. I'm just doing my usual caffeine. Other than that,
me
man,
too.
well, a little bit of wasp spray. You know, just a little bit.
This is why I always say the mornings to do are always the best.
Yeah, because we're highly caffeinated.
Yeah.
Man.
And we're just fresh out, and going. If we got these at night, it would just be.
I'd
Be
be
horrible.
Yeah, man.
You won't want me in here. I'll be like, man, come on, hurry.
Are we
Yeah.
done yet?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Go
Oh,
home,
Yeah.
be fat.
Just got off work, man. I don't want to.
I don't want to
be here,
I
man.
don't
Yeah.
want to fucking be
Yeah.
here. Plus, man, I just got to get up and get in here because I will just say, fuck this, man. I'm staying home and getting fat on the couch,
Yeah.
man. Fuck yeah, dude.
Doritos, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You sit the fat guy beside the candy over here. And there's a honey bun in there. Right. I tell you, I'd probably get smacked by Shane. Well, there's two, so don't hit me.
We share the same one.
You know, sometimes we share a salad together and talk about our feelings.
One shake, two straws, you know.
That's why we're so close, man. That's why we're so close.
That might say something about our age too, because back in the day we probably would have had the fridge full of beer and,
absolutely.
and drinks and everything like that. But
Wasp
no, we
spray
got
everywhere.
we got a bowl full of candy over here.
Yeah,
That's where
and
we're
water.
at. Yeah,
Yeah, water and
We got-
coffee. I told Jeff Fincham, he plays guitar in the band. We were talking about how he agreed with me. I was like, man, coffee. It's the new beer.
It is.
Yeah.
No, it is.
When I
man.
go to bed, I'm
Absolutely.
like, oh, I can't wait to get up and drink coffee.
Yeah.
Dude, sometimes that's what gets me out of bed.
Up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 cups.
Yeah.
Dude, there's literally mornings I'm like, well, at least I'll get coffee. Seriously,
Yeah.
to get up out of bed, man. Back in the day, dude, I haven't had a beer in over 3.5 years, and which I'm cool with that, man. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, hell, them hangovers started getting too bad,
Oh,
and
yeah.
Hurt more than they used to.
God, yes, sir. Yep, good quote, brother.
Yep.
Great quote, man.
I actually got here early and was excited to go to the coffee shop.
Yeah. Oh, seriously,
How
man.
was
Yeah.
that for getting old?
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
know, brother.
And I was in there, I
can
didn't know
relate.
what to do. It's like, what?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's like-
There's so many.
It's so many selections,
Yeah,
man.
it's like-
It's almost like when you go to the bar and they have all these different kind of
Yeah.
beers
Yeah.
or something. You know,
It's
like,
easier
oh.
at the bar, though. I know what I want there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, used to. Just give me a beer. Don't
Done
matter.
and done.
Yeah.
Over here, it's like, man, I want one of each, man.
Yeah.
But I don't want my heart to stop
Yeah.
either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
stop in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once again, we are getting to that age, man.
Yeah. We'll stop.
Well,
Yeah.
if the people out there hasn't figured it out yet, we got guests in the studio tonight, Mike.
Oh yeah, sure do.
Is that what we are? Oh, we was just looking at video games.
Oh, I thought.
Come back here and talk.
Hey, do you guys want to come back here and record? It's like, oh, man, I'm here for Mario.
Man, I was here to get a game, man.
We're
You
doing
know.
Super Mario stuff, bro. I don't know. What are we doing?
Who the fuck are you?
I thought we were here to clean the toilets, man.
Oh, that's after the show, man.
Oh shit! Is that?
Oh, this is a microphone. I just say it because of candy dish.
We
Is that
we
candy
brought
there? Yeah. Hit record. Hurry.
we brought them back here with promises of coffee and candy.
candy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasp spray.
We work
Wasp
cheap,
spray.
man.
There you go.
We work cheap. We have no shame, man.
Yeah.
Pretty easy.
Well, you guys are in a band, so
Yeah, you know.
you kind of used to.
We'll work for food.
Let's talk about that. You guys, I know we all kind of grew up at the same time.
Old, once again, old. Back in the
I
days
wouldn't
of
say
old.
old. I wouldn't say old.
Classic.
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 I like that.
Yeah.
I always consider you guys the second gen of the rock scene in Lincolnton. You know,
So who would you consider the first, Jim?
you know, guys like Mike Sherrill.
Like Iron
absolutely.
Britton.
Iron Britton.
Yeah, Iron
Yeah.
Britton,
Ultra
yeah.
Dave and
Yeah,
Oh,
man,
yeah.
Cam.
Slam Cam and all those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
bad.
I would always say,
man.
you know, that's first gen.
Yeah,
Yep.
and we've had Mike on the show before talking about that.
Oh, yeah.
That's I highly recommend going back and listen.
He's-
He's crazy, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
An amazing musician
Yes,
too.
he
Yes.
is, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's-
Phenomenal drummer, man.
Absolutely.
great.
Man. And this will be a good track. Not to interrupt you, Mike,
Yeah,
but let's put
yeah.
over Mike's show. He actually does an internet radio show called WTAUP Rich Nation, where they play independent artists. In fact, you guys should talk to him and reach out to him, man. It's a great show. I'll listen
Definitely,
to it.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'll send you guys some links to it, man. It's great. Yeah, great stuff.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's definitely a wild ride.
Yeah,
you
he's
know.
crazy,
Oh,
man.
yeah,
he's,
it
he's
is.
nuts, and the music's really good.
Yeah,
you know, it's really good
absolutely.
stuff,
Yeah,
man.
he's
But
He's a nut, man.
and it was a really interesting time to come up, you know, through, because you were right at that point where metal had really kind of started to peak, or was seeing its peak,
Right.
and you were seeing the new stuff come in, especially during the 90s with like grunge, alternative rock, and you know, what was it like playing through that, starting out in that time period?
Well, we had First Offense, and we were teenagers, and we lucked out. We had 6 great. You know, Tommy Smith was with us, Brian and Ronnie Yuri.
Hey, Kendall, I
Darren
may have you
Gates.
smooth a little bit closer.
Let me get right up here.
Yeah, there you go.
this thing on?
He just turned to Barry White on us.
We
man.
had, so
you
so
got to
we-
give him instructions when it comes to long cylinder
Kinda got a
fucking
hold
things, you know.
I'm
You got
a
to train
special-
him, man. You
I'm a
got to train him.
No, you
Kendall,
don't.
you gotta make
We're
love
new,
to the
man.
mic.
We're new here.
You don't gotta train.
My hands won't stay down. but you know, like Iron Britton was our heroes, and so we started. You know, we love music, and me and Rick got together, and we had First Offense, and we did good with all that, man. But what was the question? I don't
what was it like? Yeah, what was it,
was-
like
it was-
in that era?
It was kind
Oh,
of
it was-
painful, the transition, you know,
Oh, the
because
transition was horrible.
you know, we went from playing
Club,
sold out
yeah.
clubs to crickets overnight.
Right.
You know, the first time we were playing at the Blowout Club.
Yeah.
It's the first time I ever heard Teen Spirit.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell is this? This is so different.
Where was the
then
Blowout?
it killed metal. It was in Charlotte.
So I don't remember.
I don't recall that one.
No, I don't.
Yeah, we
know.
did
just
shows with,
remember, like Tremont and Jeremiah's.
Jeremiah's.
Oh yeah, we did Jeremiah's a lot.
Jeremiah's. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rockies. And
Rockies.
We
Rockies,
actually started
yeah.
playing Cadillacs.
I remember.
We
Yeah,
were
man,
16,
yeah.
15, 16 years old. We weren't even supposed to be in the club, and
And here you are.
here we
on
are
stage.
on ladies' night, and it's like,
I went to the prom with a girl. She was a junior. I was in 10th grade. Took pictures and went to Cadillacs.
Yeah.
Played the
To
gig.
play.
Forgot my damn shoes.
No
I had
shit.
to wear my white shoes, man. But
That you wore the prom.
and then they didn't want to let me in. They was like, "You're too young. You can't be in here." And they're like, "He's the drummer."
I'm
I
in the
said, I don't give a shit. I'm like, well, I gotta go in and play, man. I got to. And I had like old blue jeans on with white shoes. But we rocked it out. We didn't care.
Well, I know I've actually seen some footage of you guys. So I think maybe Tommy Smith may have posted. Somebody just posted. some
Darren
stuff.
Gates.
Yeah.
Okay. And man, that took me back. I was like, oh my god.
I know he sent us a song the other night, and I was like, I don't even remember
Yeah.
this song. you know,
You guys rock the spandex, by the way. Let
Oh,
me just
yeah,
put
man.
that
All
out
right, let me go ahead and put this out here. I did not ever.
he did.
Ever. I wore
He did
my-
speedos and white beaters. That's
Oh, man.
what his outfit
Oh,
was.
man.
rock and roll, brother. Which is what he's actually wearing today
Right.
in the PUDcave, man. That's
It's-
like,
well, you know,
man,
you
get
can't
a
hide
minute.
sexy, man. That's just all it is. You know.
Man, when it's there, it's there, brother.
It may or not have been acid washed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably was.
Yeah, there you
Let's
go.
just go ahead and throw it.
That was back in the days where you had to buy your jeans, cut them up,
Yeah.
Throw rocks in
and
the
throw rocks in the
Just
washer.
beat
You
the
know,
shit out.
and now you pay like $100 extra for holes
For
in
that.
your jeans. You know,
For
so
that. But you ain't got to put the work into
hindsight's.
it.
You know, I mean, hell, we could have made a fortune if we had
Just off
you know.
that.
Let's go further back than that. Let's talk about it. West Lincoln High School talent show.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, really? How did you know about that?
Damn, Mike.
I was there.
Mike was there.
Oh God!
I was there, man. I was there.
Oh, dude, we were rock stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After that,
Oh,
we're getting signed next week.
the
It's all
place.
good.
Oh, yeah.
We walk
Oh,
around
yeah.
the school
Every-
like, "What's up, girl?"
Everybody popped. I mean, it
Kendall
was
and Ricky,
huge.
what's up? I know,
Yeah, that was that was the first time we ever like got in front of anybody. You know,
Yeah.
I was, what was I, 9th grade? Ken, you were like 8th grade, I think, or something like that.
I thought Ricky wanted to beat me up.
Yeah.
He walked in the homeroom and he's like, "Hey, man, I'm like, what's up? Because he was bigger than me, believe it or not, back then. And he's like, you jam? I'm like, yeah, I jam. He said, I heard you could play the drums. I'm like, yeah, I play the drums. He's like, you do talent show? I'm like, cool. And that's it.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah.
And here we are.
30 years later, we're
Still doing it, bro.
we're still hanging out.
Still doing it well.
Yep.
I might add.
Thank you, man.
Oh yeah,
I appreciate it.
Like I say, man, I got to make the VFW show, and man, you guys. Oh yeah, and it was phenomenal. I did, just to throw something out there, because we keep it, as we say on the podcast, we do keep it real here. I'm not the biggest fan of modern country music. I'm not myself personally, but guys. And my friend that I was there with, he's kind of the same. We kind of have similar, musical taste. Dude, when y'all were up there, we were like, okay, man, this is the shit, man. You guys are fucking jamming up there, man. So you took guys who were maybe not necessarily fans of the genre, metalheads more or less, and man, we were fucking jam, man. You guys killed it. I just wanted to put that out there as a personal note, man. You guys killed it that night.
Well, it's hard to get him out anywhere.
Dude, I mean, that's a damn miracle in itself. This is about as far as I come right here.
Yeah.
And this is about it. Yeah,
Right on.
I was like, heck yeah, man.
yeah, I don't get out much, dude, but I had to come see you guys jam out, man. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did, man. That's a great way to bring
We've
in
all
the new
been
year.
playing together so long, What was it, Shane? The 20s when we went out?
Yeah, after y'all got off of your big kick there, I talked this guy into coming playing bass, for me and for us, and we got a band together and started playing some Southern rock, country, Southern rock, more of the rock. I've always been on the rock edge. I don't really care so much. I mean, I do have a heart for the older country, but I don't have a heart for this stuff you hear today.
Nah.
Much, but it got him, and then we all jammed together, and then I ended up, I went and played some other places and kind of done some travel, and then we finally got back together and started doing this again. We've off and on we've played for stuff all the time, and now we finally got back together and started doing some really good stuff. The stuff we should have been doing all along, which is writing music.
Right.
Yeah.
And to getting who we are. But it's pretty cool because we have a steel guitar player in our band that
it's phenomenal, dude.
that plays the country just to cry and
Makes you cry.
Yeah.
makes you cry to hurt.
Yeah.
Then we've got a guitar player's excellent, Jeff Fincham, who's a chicken picking
Dude, he's
and he can adapt to anything. But people don't even know it. But that guy is one of the greatest banjo players you could ever have.
really.
He was a professional bluegrass banjo
banjo
player for
player.
years.
Wow.
Now, does he play banjo in your latest song?
He don't.
Okay.
I did that.
Oh, that was you, really? Yeah.
I'm not
Okay.
a banjo player by no means.
No,
I don't
he's-
know, brother. That
we just-
sounded pretty damn good, man. I mean,
He's on strike with the banjo. He refuses.
Yeah, he's
know,
mad.
He's mad at the banjo, I think.
Had a split of the ways here.
I mean,
part of the
they
ways.
had a feud or something.
But I had a
Dueling? What did you say? They're dueling banjo?
Well,
Stop it.
well,
Stop it.
Sorry. Come on.
Stop
man.
it.
Come on. I had to, man.
well, we did conform him to the metal side. He did start listening to stuff and detuning his guitar, and he's like,
Okay.
that's really cool. Now 20 years ago,
it wouldn't have
if it wasn't Brent Mason or chicken picking, it sucked.
No drop D-tuning here.
And then Shane brings this bluegrass guy in to play with the rock drummer and the rock bass player, and he was like, oh my God, turn down. It's like, no, you turn up, dumbass. Come on, man.
You're gonna have to buy a new amp.
Well, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead and invest. Go ahead and invest.
He played in Papa Mojo for a while, Jeff did. He got
thought
into
so.
it,
Yeah.
man. He's like, let's just do the heaviest thing we can do. I'm like, what happened to you?
Dude, you were just playing Conway
You ever
last
heard
week.
Pantera?
That's right.
I'm like, man. He slicked his hair back and had a black T-shirt on. I'm like,
It's like, dude, now you turn down. It's like easy
Yeah.
now.
Hey, man, you can't kill rock and roll, brother.
Yeah.
We had a little thing going on called Smack Daddy at one time.
Yeah.
Remember that?
I think so. That does sound
At the Rock Garden.
Yeah.
Yep.
I do remember
Pete
that.
DeGregory's place.
Yeah, I do
We played
remember
a lot of rock there, and it was fun, man. We had a ball, but this has been really neat because as I've written a lot of these songs, I wanted these guys,
Right.
because I know that what I want in a song is what they bring to the table.
Right.
But and if you get that, and then you get that flavor of the steel guitar, you get the flavor of his chicken picking, and our keyboard player is just phenomenal.
Oh, yeah,
he's
Dwayne's-
next level too, man. Yeah.
Dwayne
And
is
it's like
amazing.
You've got all of the you need for the best soup you could ask for,
brother. I mean,
it's awesome, man. It's been a blessing. You know?
And I tell you, man, not to be biased, because obviously I've known these guys for forever. Because I mean, we're old enough now to say I've known you guys forever.
Decades.
At this point,
Decades, not years, man.
No,
Decades.
we're talking decades with the big S at the end. And man, you're not going to find a better rhythm section.
No,
I mean, you know,
it's awesome.
And as a bass player or wannabe bass player myself, I can look at the man back here, Rick Tackett, dude. This guy. Dude, I don't even. I'm not here to blow smoke, man. That's not what we're here for. But I'm gonna blow just a little bit. This motherfucker slaps that shit like it owes him money.
Yeah.
Every time he sees the bass, he's like, "That's my money, motherfucker," and he slaps the shit out of it. And, I mean,
Well, you know, see, here's the thing too, though. Jason, you're a great bass player. I can remember when we were in the Uncle Zed's band, and you guys came over to the band room, and I had just made the transition from guitar.
I remember
and
that.
you grabbed it and like tore it up. I was like, all right, I get it. All right, I got to get my ass in gear and get
Were you
get up on-
flexing on him?
I flexed, bro.
Yeah, you did.
I flexed
Really?
a little bit, but now let's finish that story.
Okay.
A couple months, maybe 4, 5, 6 months later, I see Rick again, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I remember that slapping you were doing." I'm like, "Yeah, you know, I'm all still kind of flexed up." Then he proceeds to slap the fuck out of it.
You inspired me, bro. What can I say,
appreciate
man?
that, man.
You really
Thank you,
did,
brother.
man.
Thank you, brother.
And I remember it was higher ground. You were like,
Yeah.
And I was like, this sounds so.
It's something
good,
about
man.
it, isn't it, man?
Yeah.
There's that slap. It's something to it.
And it's so simple.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
and people think it's like you're
really not.
Beethoven, you know, and it's like,
Right.
dude, I'm just
No, you're really not. It's
slapping.
Yeah.
Wait,
not that bad.
What he
but
failed to let you know is that that was the only song he ever knew.
That's the only one. That's it, man. That's it. I just
But you come in with it, didn't you?
Goddamn right, brother.
He got,
You played that one well.
Yeah. I gotta go, y'all. Gotta go. Here, take it back. Take it back.
he got those tabs out of a hit parader.
Yeah, it's like,
Okay,
parader.
for you young cats out
let's
there.
explain what that is. Before you could go on the magic internet box and look up any song you
Yeah.
ever wanted to do, you had to hope it came in Guitar World that month.
Guitar
Or
World,
Circus magazine.
Circus.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hit parader.
Yeah.
But for bass players, they didn't always have the bass tabs
No,
for
sure
those.
didn't.
It was usually just Guitar World. That
Man,
had
it was
it.
rewind a cassette tape for me.
yeah. They
And that would make you mad.
Yeah.
they may have had a Joey Hamilton spot in there.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk what changes said cassette tapes for all the young people out there.
Oh, yeah.
It was these little
Fair
pieces
enough.
of plastic
Fair
that had
enough.
tape in that we actually had to listen to our music on, and not a USB drive either.
Absolutely. 10 years
Well, I think-
old, man. I got my first Bob Seger cassette tape.
Was that your
hell
first
yeah.
one?
Oh, yeah. And
Yeah.
I listen to that, and I listen to that, and I love that stuff.
It hooks you,
God,
man.
that was
Well, I
it.
think the hipsters are on to what cassettes are now, because
Really?
cassettes are making a huge comeback.
You know, there's actually a little.
Oh.
There's a record store up in Valdez, and they sell them. And I was just talking with the guy one day. We were just kind of shooting the shit. I was buying a couple of. I got back in vinyls here recently.
Nice.
That's coming
And,
too.
Yeah, it is, man.
Yeah.
It's coming back big time. And I was just talking to him. I said, "Yeah, I bet you sell a lot of cassette tapes." Just kind of joking. He's like, "Oh yeah, it's the most. We sell more cassettes than anything." And I was like, "Are you serious?" And he said, "The reason why, man, people are still driving older cars that still have cassette decks in them.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are coming up there and buying cassettes. I would have never known, man. That
Wow.
blew me away. He's like, "Yeah, man, we sell these
Yeah.
quick. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
that's
Yeah,
cool.
and that's kind of cool, you know."
Oh, they still sell radios with cassette players on them. I've got one out there.
Oh,
It's
really?
like a boombox. It's got cassette player, of course, FM, AM radio, and a Bluetooth connection.
Awesome.
Really,
Yeah.
I had no idea, man.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I've got one cassette tape that lasted throughout the years, and that's Dio's Holy Diver.
Oh, man.
I held on
I had
to it, brother.
I had it, brother.
Yeah.
All you
That's
have
a
to
classic,
do is
man.
Say that word, and I'm gonna sing it all day.
All day long, man.
Holy day, down too long in the midnight sea. I get all animated
I
about it.
love
too.
that shit, man. I mean, damn, the last surviving one.
And what a legend! And what a legend to bring up, Ronnie James
I do,
Dio.
man. I mean, greatest vocalist, heavy metal vocalist.
And
dude. Come on.
I don't think I've read one negative thing about him or talked to anybody who's met him and said me anything negative.
No, everybody that's ever crossed his path, they say he was nothing but a gentleman, great. He
Did a lot of charity work.
So what now?
He did a lot
He
of
did a
charity
lot of
work.
charity
He did.
stuff.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir, he did.
He sure
man.
did, yeah, man.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
he was a good human being. I mean, he
Yeah.
sang about the dark arts.
Yeah,
and everything,
yeah, yeah.
Right.
But I think it was just a persona,
That's
because he had a
all.
good heart deep down.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
but-
Yeah.
And he never really sang about being evil, being bad to people. It was always just the imagery of, the dragons, and
the gypsy,
castles.
Yeah,
the
stuff
devil
like that,
horns and shit. Yeah, man.
Grandma chase you around the house.
Turn Neo upside down, devil.
And so the devil.
That was huge. I remember that.
I literally just showed a young person I work with that this week.
Yeah.
Because Dio came up,
Yeah.
and I said, "Have you ever heard about the logo being turned up?" And she was like, "No." She's been in her 20s. She was like, "Oh shit," but that tripped her out. But that just literally happened this week.
Yeah,
Marketing,
my mom-
marketing, man.
Marketing, brother.
Sell albums.
Oh, dude,
Okay.
you put
That's it.
that parental label on there, or this is satanic music. Oh, dude, hell, that's the first thing I wanted to listen
That's
to.
the best
man.
thing Tipper Gore
I'll
ever
tell you
did,
what.
man.
Ever did,
Well,
man.
speaking of going back to West Lincoln High School, do you guys remember it was an assembly in the gym during high school one day, and they brought out the propaganda film for the metal?
No,
I don't know if you guys.
No,
I remember it vividly because
wow.
they would show this video, and for AC/DC's Hell's Bells, it was back, but it had different video clips from different videos like Dio and Maiden
Yeah.
and stuff like that. It was propaganda film against metal and Satanism and metal. Yeah.
Which makes you just want to go out and buy that shit.
Right.
know?
That was advertisement.
Yeah,
It was-
and I didn't
Yeah,
I didn't have MTV at that time, so I'm seeing all these
Kinda like for
new
the first time.
videos. I'm like, oh man,
This is
great.
fucking
Great.
awesome, man.
Thanks for turning me on to that.
Fantastic.
Seriously, man.
Yeah.
Can you rewind that? Who was that band?
Yeah.
Yeah, go back. What was that Hell's Bell
Yeah,
shit? That shit
yeah.
was awesome, man.
Yeah.
Where can I get that? Can I get that at Walmart?
Yeah.
Well, I guess Sky City
Well,
back
no
in
Walmart
the
back
day.
then.
Yeah, Roses.
Yeah.
And if you're really old, Ben
Roses.
Franklin.
Oh, hell, man. You did take it back to
But
the
no,
Hills,
you
man.
couldn't get the good stuff at Walmart.
No, well,
You couldn't get the good stuff at Walmart.
You could at Sky City, though.
You
Sky
could.
City.
was
I
the
remember
place, man.
getting Ozzy's Diary of Madman at Sky City.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But Walmart just no,
They didn't.
they weren't
carry
having
man.
it.
No, man.
They
That was
weren't
all
having it.
edited too. If you did
If
get
you
it,
did get
That's
one,
real.
like some of those rap
That's real.
albums that were coming out, I think they actually had an edited version of Two Live Crew at one
wow.
time.
I'm sure.
I bet
so the whole album was like,
Like a
beep.
bee. Oh, this shit's the fire, man.
Hey, grab my gap.
You might hear a bass hit every once in a while. That's the shit right
Mama,
here,
something's
guys.
wrong with my tape.
Take that shit
Take
back.
it back, man. That's a new one here.
That just shit doing it too.
Yeah.
God damn it, guys.
Crazy.
Well, hey, we were talking a little bit. Shane, you brought up Bob Seger being your first cassette tape.
yeah.
Who are some of your other influences that really got you wanting to play music and get into music?
Well, man, my first influence was my dad. Cause,
Oh, really?
Yeah, when I was 9 years old, man, he was playing guitar, him and one of his best friends, and I thought, man, that is cool. I want to do that.
And
you
actually
know.
get to see it
Heck,
firsthand,
yeah.
yeah.
So I did, but all I knew.
Actually, I
at
might
that-
have you pull. Yeah, just
Okay.
yeah.
I did, but all I knew.
Got to
at that
train these guys.
That's right, man. I'm sorry, I'm new at this.
You're a vocalist,
Yeah,
man.
I
You're a
know,
singer, man. Come on.
Yeah. You got to be careful sometimes.
You got to shine. You got to put a spotlight on them, make them
Oh,
comfortable. That's what
I
it
got
is.
it. I just see the spotlight.
Gotta get your flashlight.
Yeah, we got a flashlight.
Got a lighter. You got a lighter.
There you
You'll be
go.
like, well, it's my daddy. It's my daddy.
That's great.
Oh hell.
Feels good.
He's the one that made me want to play.
Oh, man. Crazy. So yeah, anyway, that's tough. But yeah, so I wasn't cool as these guys. I was playing Merle Haggard.
Right, gotcha.
And then I got to a point where I was like, man, I tell my dad, I was like, man, I want to play this group Metallica that just came out. And he's like, no, you don't need to mess with that, boy. That ain't no good for you. You're playing
It ain't real music,
yeah,
you
you're
know.
playing this George
Oh, yeah.
Jones and Merle Haggard and stuff, you know.
Right.
And I'd kind of lost a little interest. And then, my dad made me sit down. He said, I don't care what you do, but you play that guitar every day. You can play whatever you want to. You got to
right.
play that guitar every day.
Get that time
You
in,
know,
man.
so
yeah.
so at that point we kind of came to it. And you know what's crazy is I went around the whole block. I still love Merle Haggard.
Oh, yeah.
Conway
Yeah.
Twitty.
It's
you
weird
know,
how it
all
works
those.
like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I went through all those years of the Metallica. I loved that stuff. I didn't never. Well, we do some Metallica. And we've done a little bit when
Yeah.
we played Devil Went Down in Georgia and
Straight into Metallica.
Straight into a Metallica song.
Yeah, stuff like
A
that.
band of demons join in.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
hell,
And
who better
that's
than
what-
Metallica?
Damn right. I mean,
And
Exactly.
it's like
Yeah.
Band of Demons, and it's
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, man.
So and it kind of works, but and so I went through that. I went through the years of just loving all the Southern rock, Bad Company,
Yeah.
38 Special.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
I remember when I was 16, I had a school bus, me and Phil Goins. We had a little band, and we drove down to Rockies in Charlotte, they said we need to open an act for 38 Special.
Oh,
I was
hell,
like, God,
dude.
man, we've made it, dude. This
Yeah.
is it. This is it.
That's cool as shit.
And
Rocky.
and I loved the Southern rock scene at that time.
Yeah.
Nothing better than Bad Company, 38 Special, and all those guys.
To me, Leonard Skinner's still
Allman
the greatest.
Brothers.
band.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
man.
I mean,
yeah.
that's, you know, I've always
Southern rock.
been, you
That's
know,
it.
Even-
Nobody can do
yeah.
it.
nah, man. I
And even
mean,
musician-wise, I mean,
Dude.
you know, Billy Powell and I mean, all
Yeah.
Gary Roston, Alan Collins.
I mean,
Yeah.
and Steve Gaines.
God, man, and Van Zant's right, and like I say, Leonard Skinner's my favorite band.
Yeah.
Between
Yeah.
them and Black Sabbath,
For
it always
sure.
kind of goes back
Oh,
and
yeah.
forth.
Yeah,
You
man.
listening to Blackberry?
Yeah, Blackberry Smoke, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
good
good,
band.
man. They're really good.
Original.
Yes, yeah, and
They write. It's like they write whatever they want, and they don't care who likes it.
Yeah,
But-
And that's
which
what
is
I
how
love.
you got to
and what I
be.
love. And,
Yeah.
and yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
Back then, it was a little more segregated. You know,
Right.
if you played the stuff these guys played,
yeah.
I wasn't
you're right.
cool enough to be on that stage.
There was no
They were
crossover.
too crazy to be
Right.
on my
No.
stage, you know,
Right.
with the country music. So we kind of had different paths for a while as we went different ways. And then we kind of circled back around. We got into the Smack Daddy thing, and then I actually started playing at Coyote Joe's. I had a band called Wild Heart. We traveled all over the country.
I think I heard of that. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
heard
we
of that.
we
Yeah.
done really well. We were
They
sponsored
were
by
great. They were a
Jägermeister.
great band, man.
You know,
Yeah.
and had a great band, some great players, and we did that for a while. Went all over the country playing everywhere. Then,
And you even had Alice Cooper's old tour bus.
yeah.
Oh, no way.
Yes, sir, they sure
yeah,
did.
We bought their
Oh,
tour
that's
bus,
cool as
and
hell.
that was great, and we did a great thing. And then we went to Coyote Joe's, and they asked me to put together a band and be the house band there.
Right.
So I called Rick and see what he was doing, and
Steady money, man. I'm in.
Yeah,
man, brother.
Yeah,
You know.
it's a
Playing?
good paycheck.
Yeah,
good
dude.
paycheck. And
Yeah.
I decided to move to Nashville and try to work on a record deal at that time.
Yeah.
You know, and so I was back and forth every week, and then Rick was going with me. He lived with me in Nashville too.
Oh,
And,
no,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
know that.
went down there to. You can go to Nashville thinking you're somebody,
and get humble.
And
and then
Get
go
humble pretty
and then
quick.
go out and watch a band play and watch the bus boys get up and play
Yeah.
Yeah.
and bust your ass.
Or walk by the dude on the street on the corner.
Yeah,
and be
yeah,
like,
and Jay out here
The
jamming
homeless
like
guy
hell,
who's
man.
like,
Yeah.
you know,
next level
it's
shit.
like, okay, we got to
Yeah,
go home
man.
and practice.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Kind of like you said, kind of be humbled, man. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
where everybody goes. I mean, that's the hub of it.
Yeah, musician wise, absolutely. I mean, you know, I can remember Shane started getting into songwriting, you know, and I remember us we went to what was that little studio on Music Row? It's like on the third floor. We had to carry everything up 3
Oh, you had
flights
to
of
take all
stairs.
your gear and shit. Oh, man.
We got there like at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
And we
Right.
lay down drums and bass, and Shane's like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna lay it.
I'm gonna put some steel guitar in there.
He
I'm gonna
puts a
put some
steel-
fiddle in
he
that,
puts a
man.
fiddle, you
Needs
know.
2 more guitars in.
So 6 a.m. I wake up, I'm under the console sleeping because there's nowhere to sit in this place. I'm like, are we done? Are we done tracking yet,
I'm like, hey,
man?
man, I'm like,
One
hey,
more
man,
track,
You
man.
get every
One
damn
more.
thing in there that you needed, you know.
God, one more
come on,
take,
man. We gotta go.
But I mean, it just shows versatility and talent, you know, like
Yeah.
you know, because like he said, he was a little younger than us growing up, you know, and I remember him being this little kid, and like play a little bit, and then we ended up going to his birthday party over at the Tin Mine Gang, and this is my first introduction to the Tin Mine people, and they're the best people in the world. I'm telling you, I love them dearly, even today, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And we go there, and I know this is a little country guy. It's like, man, this guy's playing country stuff, and he's got a Metallica and Justice for All birthday cake.
Oh, that's awesome,
Oh, wow.
man.
I'll never forget
that's
that,
so
man.
cool,
Dude, my
man.
mom's really talented, and I said, Mama, I want a Metallica cake. You know?
And she nailed it too, man. Look, I mean, it had the statue with the
Oh,
scales
wow,
and everything.
man.
I mean, yeah, the green.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. I
Going
see
on.
people I haven't seen in 20
would not
years.
have eaten that
Man, you had
cake.
that Metallica cake. It was awesome.
I would not ate it.
Did it have any bass in it? Since it's
Yeah,
like Justice
no,
for All, no
no.
bass.
Oh, here we go.
man.
That's the
Here we
album.
You know, I got an issue with
Here we
that.
go.
That's the Metallica album
we go.
because there's no low end in
There's no-
that thing. You know?
Here we go.
It's like, fuck you, Jason Newsted.
Yeah.
We're not putting you in the mix.
Why didn't they
You're not
just
gonna-
call it that, man? Instead of Just for All, fuck you, Jason, is what they should have just called the album. Thanks for showing up, motherfucker.
You know, hey, tune my guitar, please.
Yeah. Did you get all the luggage out of the car? Or did you? You know?
He probably didn't mind having that paycheck.
No,
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 I'm
he didn't.
sure. Well, hell, he didn't have to really do anything, man. I tell you, I don't know, kind of.
That's funny as shit.
Who are you talking about lugging gear up steps
man.
for 3 stories?
Yeah.
Did anybody have their bedroom downtown?
Yes.
Yes, we did.
First
I think
offense.
everybody did.
Yeah.
Upstairs.
Yeah, upstairs.
Oh yeah.
Where at?
Up. You know where
Academy
Tram
Street.
Barbershop?
Yeah, it was beside Morty S'more's old karate
yeah,
studio.
Okay,
sure
We
was.
Alright.
practiced above there beside you guys.
Yeah.
And my band that I had for
That's
like
right.
2 weeks.
Yeah, I remember.
You ever seen the Motley Crue movie?
Oh yeah.
That's what was going on.
Yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Minus the drugs.
Yeah. Oh, I remember. I mean, I didn't get this. I got to see it. That's why we like pressing beside you guys, man. All the chicks would kind of bleed over sometimes.
And that's when cruising was going on, man.
Yeah.
Our guitar player pissed out his second story window on Frank's head.
Oh my God.
He said, "Oh man, I just pissed on the cop's head." Like, time to go. We was all diving and hiding.
It was bad.
Who did it?
Frank was pissed off, man.
And pissed on.
He would literally. I mean, he comes around the corner. I'm in the alley, and I was like, "Frank, please don't take us to jail." He didn't mean to.
Yeah.
And then here comes the bass player we had at the time, Tim Shires. He comes around the corner drunk, knocks over a trash can, and goes, "Hey Rick, is he gone yet?" And I was like,
No, he's right there, motherfucker.
He's right here.
I think I was under something.
Yeah.
Under the influence.
Yeah, probably.
Definitely.
And a couch. I was like, how are we not going to jail? I was the one that thought rationally. I wasn't going to go try to talk to him about it. I was like, I think there's another room up there.
Right.
Somebody stored books in.
Yeah.
And I broke into there and shut it and hid it behind the books.
But you know, guys, it was a whole different environment back then with
What
the
a
police.
time back then.
Yeah,
It
'cause
was
What
a
a
fun
time.
time.
it was fun, man. Because you could piss on a
Great.
cop and get away with it,
away
man.
with it.
I don't know about that. That was lucky.
That was
That was pretty
Frank.
lucky, Frank.
And that was Frank too.
Tell
He
me
was
what
cool.
Whitey did to Frank.
Oh my gosh, we were cruising. We decided to pull into the. There's about 5 of us. We pulled into the car wash, sprayed the car off, and we're all drinking beer out in the parking lot, like we can.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Idiots.
And Frank
Now, were
comes
y'all
up.
still underage at the time?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay,
Sure.
yeah.
Frank comes up and he's like, all right, Whitey, you know
Everybody knows
Whitey.
Whitey. Yeah.
He's like, look, Frank, we'll pour the beer off. Just don't take us to jail. And he's like, okay. So he opens the trunk and turns like this, like turns to the left, and Frank comes in from the right to look in the trunk. Well, he shuts the fuck on his head.
Bust his head.
Oh.
And
How Frank did not kill us. I don't
Oh
know.
my God, man!
And
How
I mean,
did it
I'm
kill
talking
Frank?
like blood, like coming down his
No
face,
shit.
like fucking Full Metal Jacket
Holy
shit. You know what I mean?
shit.
I was like, oh my God.
That's it,
And
man.
here comes Whitey's like, Frank, I think I'd take that guy to jail. You know, he didn't mean, we didn't mean to, you know, come on, Frank. Whitey's always the voice of reason for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't
And that's
see
bad
how.
when Whitey's the voice
Yeah, I
of
was about to
reason.
say, man. Now this is
Who was pouring the beer out and killing one at the same time?
Donnie, remember Donnie? Whitey and Donnie, because Frank had a towel over his head. He couldn't see him, so they
Yeah,
were
they're
pouring
killing
one and
the beer.
drinking,
and drinking the other.
Trying to get their
Man.
yeah. You got to get the most out of your Bush Light
You know,
draft
you
back in
brought-
those
Oh, you
days.
had
You know
to,
what I mean? You know.
Man, that was like a month's worth of pay, you know. I shove a lot of shit for that.
Yeah.
It's like,
know.
let me pour them down your mouth.
What
you
did a case
know?
cost back then? $5.
Five.
You know,
Yeah.
you could put
Yeah.
$5 in your gas tank and
Yeah, and get
all week long, man.
yeah.
and actually get out of the parking lot.
Yeah, man.
Or of course, you know, you had old Milwaukee's Beast. You know, that was
Yeah.
like that's when you only had $3.
That's when you all got together. Man, I got $2.35. What's y'all?
in dimes and nickels.
right.
Shit, Rick's got $5.
That's right.
We're gonna
There,
drink.
let's go get the Beast, brother.
Check the change in your car, man. We got to get
We
this.
can
together.
do
We can
that.
do this.
We
We
can
can pull
do
it
this,
together.
man.
I know we got this.
Brother, that happened more times than I can remember. It's like,
yeah.
oh man, we got just enough. I mean, and you would give them the exact change, man. 33 cent change. 31, 2, 3, motherfucker.
Hey, can I get this?
Oh,
Take
yeah.
a penny.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need a
Yeah.
penny,
Yeah, we
man.
need one penny.
God,
Yeah, sometimes
man.
you clean
Down.
out the penny drop.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, give me
Yeah.
all
You wouldn't have to have a take a
right.
dollar jar, would you?
At Boone's Farm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh.
I had one night on Boone's Farm,
Oh,
brother.
yeah.
That was all I
Magnum.
wanted,
I had
man.
one night on Magnum.
Oh,
I actually
God.
shit my pants.
That's when you know you partying, brother.
I drank 3 of them 40 Magnums.
Dude, that'll.
Man.
You are not hardcore till you, shit your
yourself.
pants.
Yeah,
I
man.
puked so hard, I shit my pants. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
You had to
And
come
I
out
was
both
young.
ends,
And I
brother.
was young, you know.
You could handle it back in them days.
Yeah, obviously I couldn't handle Magnum.
Mad Dog. Mad Dog was another one that was just like,
Mad Dog 2020, man.
Oh, that shit. Cisco, y'all remember
We're all like
Cisco,
making the face too.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, oh damn, that was.
all the Irish Rose.
Oh, dude.
Oh no, Thunderbird. Remember that?
I don't
Oh,
even see why
man.
that stuff's illegal. What's that stuff in the can
What?
now? Big
Four
can?
Loko.
Four Loko.
Do you imagine if
People
Four
turn
Loko
into
would,
devils.
Dude,
if it'd been around back in the day?
We'd all be dead.
Be like Waspin, man.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Seriously.
Listen, my wife, she don't drink. She might drink a glass of wine or something every once in a while. We went riding 4-wheelers with a bunch of people for her birthday at in South Carolina. It's at this park, Venture World. So she drinks 1 can of that stuff and turns into like, she's all sweet. Hey, y'all okay? Everybody okay? You know? She's like, you're a shithead. Are you looking at that girl? I'm going to rip your cock and balls off. It ended up pouring beer on my head.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
It takes it up to so many levels.
Whitey wants to punch you, and Whitey was there. Of course, Whitey's always there. She's punching on Whitey. Whitey's like, quit.
I didn't do anything.
She's like trying to beat everybody up, grabbing people around the neck. I'm like, here, drink another can so knock out.
Go to bed.
Yeah.
Well, it could have that wasp effect, man. It might just make it ramp it up, brother.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't actually do that.
Cool.
That is hilarious.
God, man, those were the days, brother. When I look back, man, like I said, myself personally, I haven't had a drink in over 3.5 years, and just hearing that shit right there is like, appreciate it, brother.
Yeah,
It was getting a little out of hand there for a while.
Yeah.
But
Funny how that happens, man.
dude.
It ain't worth wasting a day ever.
No, it's not, man.
I have a drink occasionally, but
Dude, I mean, I was getting where I was having those 2-day hangovers,
Yeah.
you know, and man.
Yeah, I heard enough. I don't need nothing else to make me hurt.
Amen, brother. Hell yeah.
right.
Old age is doing enough
Yeah.
on its own, man. I don't need anything
Yeah.
to push that shit along, man.
I want to agitate it.
No, yeah, exactly, man. Yeah.
That's right.
Well, like I said, switching from beer to water has helped me out a whole hell of a lot,
Yeah.
man. You know, but
well,
You drink a lot more water.
yeah, you mean,
feel better
brother.
in the
It feel a hell of a lot better, man. You damn right. And you piss about the same. So
you know,
Sure.
Keep the kidneys going.
yeah, man.
Sure.
Keeping the cycles, man. But yeah, guys, I'll tell you one thing I did want to talk about, and one of the main reasons I wanted to bring you guys in was the concert you guys coming up here on March the 6th at the Citizens Center.
Yeah.
And this is for a great cause. Why don't you guys talk a little bit about that, man? I definitely want to put that out
Yeah.
there.
Well, it's a concert for 3 of our friends. We've got Nathan Setzer, BJ Truesdale, and Bobby Turner.
I actually grew up with BJ.
You know Bobby?
I think I know Bobby. It sounds familiar, but I grew up with BJ. We were very close when we were kids, man. I
BJ's a
love
good
BJ.
guy, man.
Yeah, man, good dude.
But yeah, Bobby, man, he had darn leukemia when he was like 16.
Right.
And he got,
yeah.
and he got rid of it, and then here just a couple years ago, or a year back, he had breast cancer, which is not normal for a man.
Right.
You know. Then he had it again in his right breast, and now he has bone cancer. They took his lymph nodes out, but he's got bone cancer and liver cancer.
He's been fighting his whole life.
Yeah.
And and what a trooper too. I mean, you know.
Yeah, man still works. He's working 2 jobs.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
man, he's
man.
third shift and first shift. I'm like, dude, you can't do that forever.
No,
I love
man.
him to death. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Sounds
And,
like he's a strong man too.
Yeah,
Very.
yeah.
You know.
And then Nathan Setzer, he's my neighbor, who has hung out with us all and
Yeah.
been friends with us all and supported our music and just been a great friend, you know, for a
Very,
long time.
very, very good man.
And he had some chest pains, went to the hospital, and thought he was having a heart attack. And they said, "Man, you ain't having a heart attack. You got liver and lung cancer,
Oh shit.
stage
man.
4."
Oh
you know?
Jesus, man.
And so you know he's got that going on. And then like I say, BJ has the stomach cancer. You know,
Yeah.
and I don't know if you knew BJ, but he's lost a lot of weight, but he's doing good, man. He's fighting,
Good,
and man,
good.
I seen scans of his stomach cancer, and it's shrunk by like half.
Good,
It
man.
looks like.
Yeah.
So they're possibly going to be able to do surgery to take that
To
out.
get him back.
And then they
I
got to
hope
clean him
so,
up
brother.
everywhere else, you know, because he's had fluid that's went other places, and they're watching that to see if it spreads or anything. So, man, I pray for all 3 of them.
Yeah,
They're good
absolutely.
guys. It's been,
Yeah.
you know, it's been a long road, but it's a humbling experience to be around them.
Right. Just to see that spirit.
Yeah, we went out to eat with them, and man, I sat around in a room and just listen. Hey, man, where's your port at? My port's right here on my shoulder,
Really?
you know. Hey, man, them shots hurt when you got them shots. How'd you feel with chemo? You know, just all that stuff, man. It's like, God. And, you know, these guys are just, they're basically just taking it one step at a time, but they're tough as nails.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
man.
gotta be, man.
Yeah.
You gotta have a
We
strong
you know,
spirit.
when you're healthy, you take so much for granted.
Damn
God.
right.
I mean, you know,
man.
the ability to wipe your ass is
Seriously,
taken for
man.
granted. I mean, and
Seriously,
I hate to,
honestly though.
I mean,
yeah,
I worked in
seriously.
healthcare for a long time, and
That's
I mean,
right,
you know, you
yeah.
go and see these people that, you know, and it's a shame, you know, because they're suffering,
Yeah.
you know, and these 3 guys are handling it like champs.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
That's
they're,
right.
you know, Bobby came to practice and hung out with us and was joking and just,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm thinking in the back of my head, you know, it's like,
here I am whining
You're strong.
because
Yeah, here I'm.
Her,
Yeah, seriously, man.
You know,
this guy, he's so
I want to go
strong, man.
home. I'm tired. I'm
Yeah,
pissy.
yeah, I don't want to. Yeah,
What am I bitching about? These guys have legitimate.
Through it, yeah.
But they, so, you know, I mean, we try to do all we can to just take their minds off of it. But also, the biggest threat they have right now is financially.
right.
Yeah.
You know,
Of course,
I mean,
man.
there's so many bills that comes along
Yeah.
with it, and you know, and it takes so long for you to get help. I mean, this just jumped on these guys back
Right.
in November.
Right.
You know, so it ain't like they've had a lot of time to prepare and save up for this
But
situation.
who does, man?
You know?
Who
Exactly.
does that? I mean,
Well, and a
That's
chemo
right.
treatment's $10,000.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
for a
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah.
So
it's insane,
Yeah,
man.
and you know, there's so on top of feeling like they feel the health issues that they have, now they've got bills coming in
Yeah.
the mail and threatening letters coming in the mail.
yeah,
We're going to do
yeah.
this. We're going to do that. We're going to take your house. We're going to
Yeah.
take your cars.
Yeah.
And, you know,
do I
you
buy
don't
my
pay it.
medicine or do I pay my light
Yeah.
bill?
Dude, seriously,
I
man.
Yeah.
mean, it's
So you're
sad.
trying to figure out who you're going to pay to keep them
Yeah.
off your back this week and all that.
And you're
you know,
still trying to get better.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
know?
Yeah.
and as we put this project together with all of us, you know, we all said the biggest goal we have is to give back and help people who may be struggling in whatever situation may be.
Yeah.
You know.
And I
So-
tell you,
which
you
is
got to
so
give
commendable, guys.
you got to give Kendall and Shane kudos because it was like, well, we're gonna do this, and it was like, well, we need to do it better. And Kendall starts doing this thing, Shane starts doing, you know, they're making flyers, they're talking
Yeah.
to people, they're getting sponsors. I mean, you know, more so than anybody in the group. I mean, definitely, you know, these two guys are
Yeah, it's-
have really come to the calling, and it's really, I think it's inspired the rest of the group because, you know, what's beautiful about this is nobody's making any money.
Right.
100%
right.
of all the
Yeah.
profits are
Everything.
going to these guys.
Everything's going to these
You know,
guys.
Shane's business is putting up some money. Kendall's business put up some money.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, and some other, you know, different businesses,
sponsors and
Oh
sponsors
yeah,
and stuff
Fat
like
Daddy
that.
Baggers, Davis Brothers TRT Trailers, Guitar Wishes is giving
Guitar
a guitar.
Wishes, you know.
Actually, if you buy a ticket the night of the concert, we're going to give away a guitar.
Oh, really?
Your ticket is your raffle ticket,
That's so cool,
Yeah,
man.
which
man,
is great.
you
It's a
know.
very nice guitar. I've been playing it.
and it's really cool that the community comes together.
Yes, they do.
You know, Shane ended up getting a banner, and it's in our studio that we practice in, and it's
Yeah.
got everybody in Lincoln County who has cancer right now.
Really?
Yeah, it's
And
crazy.
what is it? 8 feet long,
It's-
6 feet
it's-
tall, and it's full of
Yeah,
names.
it's-
My
it's
mom
Right.
just
50 square feet.
just now is in remission. She had it liver in her partially in her pancreas, and it was wrapped around her main artery.
Oh.
So they were like, you know, we're just going to be able to give you injections to keep you comfortable.
Right.
It shrunk. She was able to go 16-hour surgery. They was able to do
Good
surgery
God.
16 hours in surgery, and was able to take it out.
Right.
Wow.
I'm-
Next day, she's talking to me. She's so strong, man.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm a big old wuss, man.
Dude, if I had to
And
go
then
through
I'd go,
16
oh my
hours,
God.
Yeah, for sure.
dude, yeah, I'm in bed.
So, you know, she gets through that, gets a little bit of a spot back. They go in there and get it with injections. Now she's in remission.
Man, I'm so
Awesome.
happy to hear that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so this is a miracle. You know?
Yeah.
And that's what we want to do.
Yeah,
we want to help these people. as
I was
best
sitting
we
there on
can.
Facebook Live the other night, and I was like, "Hey, and, you know," and I just made the banner, and the banner says "Healing Cancer One Prayer at a Time."
Man.
you know, and I put the three guys' name on it, and I said, you know, hey, anybody you know that's got cancer, is fighting cancer right now, just send me their name. We'll put it on the banner, and the night of the concert, if there's 1,000 people there, there'll be 1,000 people saying a prayer for them.
Man, that's
and like I say, it's a 50 square foot banner,
Right.
and there's not a place to put a name on it.
Wow.
And I tell you, man, that's just sad to think of
Surreal,
that, man.
man.
They
Oh, yeah.
got so
I mean,
many
it's-
names.
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
scary.
It is.
Standing
It
with
is.
them.
It
Oh,
is.
yeah,
It's
for
scary.
sure.
You're like, oh, I know them.
It-
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
like,
you
wow.
know, there's people on there. It's like, oh my God, really?
And, and you know the thing
Breaks
about
your heart,
yeah,
you
it
know?
does,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing about cancer, brother, it doesn't discriminate. It doesn't
No,
matter
no,
white,
no.
black, man, woman, young, old. It doesn't matter. It's
Has no mercy, has no
None.
pity.
none,
It
man.
doesn't.
And
I
it's,
know we both had to deal with that. you
Yeah,
know.
we both
Yeah.
lost
You lose a friend.
people.
Moms.
Well, mom, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
so,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so sorry. Yeah, That's-
She had lung cancer and
Yeah.
COPD, all that stuff, and that's what, man. When I hear like what you guys are doing, it just really touches me
Yeah.
on that personal level.
Right.
We've lost somebody. Technically, cancer isn't why mom passed, but she had it. And it
Yeah.
I still think the chemo led to.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a big
Yeah.
deal.
You know, because man,
It
it
could
just
take so much out of you.
it just beat her up so bad,
Yeah,
man.
it will take
Yeah.
it out.
It did, and just seeing what you guys are doing to give back. And I think that's something else, you know, when you get in a position, even stuff like me and Mike do, even though we're kind of on the low end as far as podcasting goes, you know, you guys are out here, you know, you got to follow, man. People know who you are. And you don't have to give back. You know, that's the thing, man. You guys can just keep going doing your thing, but you give back, man. And that
you got to.
You have to, man. You have to.
And we need to do more.
Yeah, that's how I
need
feel.
to do more.
Yeah, seriously, about some of ours, like, because we were giving to St. Jude's and stuff like that. And
that's the best organization. That's amazing organization.
For kids, brother. I mean,
it's children.
Yeah,
it's our kids, man.
That's the best.
The most innocent people in the world.
Yeah, man, who haven't had a chance to drink the Mad Dog 2020.
Right.
You know, but seriously, man,
absolutely.
You know, they haven't had that chance to
grow up, fall in love, and have babies and have
man.
families. You know, they're concerned about. They should be outside riding their bikes.
Yes.
They're like. Well, I gotta make sure my T cell count, or having to monitor their sickness. It breaks your heart.
And just like you said, man, about people taking things for granted, brother. And I'm just as guilty. I mean, you know, we all are guilty of that, man. You know, I got another email at work.
Oh God, another call coming in.
Yeah, seriously, man. Oh God, my life sucks.
This day's horrible.
Yeah,
when's it ever gonna end?
Seriously,
you know, and
man. Got a full belly, got a roof over my head. I'm healthy, and it's like, man, and these kids and these people, and you know, I just think what you guys are doing, man,
it's awesome. But
great.
we also been blessed with some other guys that's come to the table. Deeper Shade of Blue, which is smoking bluegrass band.
Man.
Okay, I'm
They're
not familiar with
awesome.
them.
Yeah, they're killer.
They're
musician-wise, you're gonna love him.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
And great singers too. And then we got Vinny D. This is gonna be an amazing 45-minute show that people are gonna be like, "Holy cow!"
What is?
He's big band. He's
oh,
a big band.
really?
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
he nails it. He nails it to the wall, man. It's awesome. So we're gonna have a variety. Everybody there is gonna see something they like.
I was gonna say something there for everybody.
Something there for
and then we got
everybody.
another little kid, Daryl Evans, out of West
I know
Lincoln.
Daryl. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been playing a little bit, and he's gonna play some acoustic and sing some songs in the beginning around 6:30.
That's cool, man.
And,
I know him.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. So we got a big lineup, and then we got some ladies that sung on our on the back end of our That's What Country Boys. The song we just released. That they are going to be there too, and they're going to sing a few songs.
That's good
as
because
They can get on it.
Dude, they jam,
Yeah.
man. That's a jamming song, man.
Yeah, it's a great
Hey,
song.
do y'all mind if we play that?
Sure.
On the podcast? No,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
not going to be able to do it live, but I can
Yeah, that's
insert
fine.
it
You
in.
can insert it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I tell you
Yeah.
what,
Sure.
let's do that now,
Yeah.
and then you guys don't go anywhere. We're going to come right back. But you guys out there listening, you're going to hear "That's What Country Boys Do" by Shane Willis and the Mojo. And you guys are on this track as well.
Yes.
I want to
Playing the whole
100%
thing.
sure that.
Yeah.
Yes.
you know.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, PUDs out there, don't go anywhere. We're coming right back with Shane Willis and the Mojo Mafia. So this is what Country Boys do.
38 on my 350, burning tires and rolling smoke. Jacked up high, a gun rack in the window. Fire so high it'll reach the sky. We blow things up on the 4th of July. Music turned up loud as we play it for the crowd. That's what country, that's what country, that's what country boys do. Make our own rules, drink our home brew, school cans and cowboy boots. We like to play some Hank with our radios cranked. That's what country boys do. Working from 9 to 5, mixed with a little more overtime. A pretty little woman that's waiting on me at home. I pull in, it's her pretty smile, her long blonde hair and dark green eyes. She gives me them butterflies from head to toe. Campfire down by the lake, romancing on my tailgate. That's what country, that's what country, that's what country boys do. Make our own rules, drink our home brew, school cans and cowboy boots. again. That's what country boys do. What country boys do. What country boys do.
All right, Puds. Once again, that was Shane Willis and the Mojo Mafia. That's what country boys do. You can catch those guys once again March 6th here at the Citizen Center. It's a great cause. It's a benefit for cancer and for some people that are suffering from that terrible, terrible disease. But while you guys were listening to that song, we were here talking about some stuff I don't even know if we can talk about here on the podcast, brother.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's saying a lot, Mike. We talk about
we don't hold back.
But that one's getting kind of rough, guys. Rick could probably.
It could have potentially been rough.
we think it was rough.
It could have been.
It might not have been rough. It's hard to tell.
Rick, you shave your body or is that natural?
It's all natural, man.
Oh man, we're done.
Slick fellow.
Yeah.
It ain't just on his head. Boy.
No. It's living proof that God absolutely has a sense of humor. He takes the hair off my head and puts it on my back.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hey, Peter, watch this. Prime examples of duck-billed platypus.
Yeah, right here, man.
Are you a mammal? Are you a bird?
You lay eggs, but you got fur.
I think that's what we are.
Yeah.
Hey, I think we are.
Platypus.
Yeah,
We're the platypuses of the human race. Musicians are, absolutely.
I'm like a bald-headed sloth. Move real slow.
I'm coming.
Man.
What's the tempo in this song? Wait a minute.
Slow it down.
90 beats per minute. Jeez.
That's why it takes 6 hours to set the drums up.
Yeah.
That's it.
Got them set up. Well, we're out of studio time, guys.
Well,
Thank you for coming.
Speaking of setup, you guys were just talking about a setup that you're having trouble out of.
Yeah, man. So we're in Richmond, Virginia, and and we have Pink Floyd's old system.
That's so
we
cool,
bought their system. Their board. It's
board,
a
Sybil.
massive
Sybil.
soundcraft called Sybil.
Oh, that's so
And
cool.
yeah, and
Wow.
so we're up there, and I'm like, I've just got this great group of guys together. You know, we've got the keyboard player Brad Durden from Copperheads playing with us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Cool,
Yeah,
man.
and so we're and Jeff and these guys and we've got this big company that's looking at just backing us, taking us on and off. So we roll up there and so we're setting up. Everything's great. We can't get the subs to work. We're like, oh shoot, what are we gonna do now? You know, so we call in people to come and try to figure out why the subs don't work. So we end up playing this massive place, packed, standing room only. When I say standing room only, there's nowhere else to put somebody in the place. We don't have any bottom end speakers.
No bass.
No, dude.
No bass.
Yeah. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
And on bass, Jason Newstead. I mean, Rick Tackett.
Metallica today.
You should have played the
Like my
Injustice
snare.
album.
I said, just look at them and smile, boys. That's all.
That's exactly what he said.
Yeah.
Shane
Just
was
smile, boys.
He was definitely the anchor.
Oh God!
Because we-
Kendall's trying to get the flu. He's trying to get syphilis, whatever he can. I'm going home.
Get rid of it.
I went out the back door on a break, and Shane's like, "It's gonna be all right." I said, "No, man." I was looking
He was
down the
thinking
road,
about
gonna run. I'm just gonna run, find a hotel room, get me an airplane ticket next
Get the
day.
fuck out.
I mean,
I went to the bar after the second set and said, "How we sound?" He's like,
Hell, I don't know.
He's like, I said, "Give me a shot to kill." He said, "Here, have two."
yeah, no shit. It's bad when the staff is like,
about to say,
man,
man.
I'm so sorry.
Let me
You
buy
know,
you a drink.
Yeah.
It's like being a Cleveland Browns fan. You know, people are like, oh, I'm so sorry, man. You know?
Yeah.
Anything I can do for you?
Dolphins, oh man.
Oh, gee, here,
you
have a
know.
shot. I'll take it on the house. Man. That's,
But the bad thing is
have
so
my
that was
talent.
what, Thursday night, and then
Yeah.
so Friday, Saturday, no
didn't get any-
subs.
never
We
got it.
never resolved the
Never
issue,
resolved
so
it.
it
We
was
had it on
like
Saturday, did we not?
no.
No, we never had them. We never had them.
Y'all just told me
Hey,
we
you
had
remember
them.
the ride home? So the keyboard player, Brad Durden from Copperhead, he's got to get home because he's got something else he's got to go do. So we all fall asleep, and Jeff is driving the van, and man, I wake up and I'm looking like, I don't recognize none of this. And I've been up and down this road 1,000 times playing music. I'm like, man, where we at? And I got to looking. We were in Raleigh. I was like, what
Went
are
the
we
wrong
doing?
way.
Oh,
We
no
went the wrong
shit.
way. Yeah, I was like, oh God, man, it made a bad weekend about
Even more.
3 hours longer.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
God for that.
Guitar players, man, you know.
I was like,
You got to direct them, I'm telling
Every
you.
step of the way, man. Every step of the
Wow.
way. He's like,
What?
microphone's here, man.
oh, needless to say, that was the end of that.
Yeah.
That's what you get for taking a nap, brother.
Yeah.
So where the fuck are we?
I know, right?
Yeah, it was
Man,
terrible.
MapQuest is awesome because I couldn't even go to the grocery store in this town.
No shit, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I am stupid. If I go to Charlotte, it's like beep, beep, beep.
Oh, brother.
Take a left, 2 miles. And still I'll get lost.
Oh man,
Yeah.
before GPS, dude, I
Yeah.
was bad, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
no, dude,
Yeah.
I'm live. I can totally relate to that. I'm like you, man. I have to ask my dude. Do I not ask you directions? Well,
Yeah, every time we
Go
have
to the wrestling ring.
to
dude,
the
it's
show.
down here. I've lived here all my fucking life.
No, it's actually down this
see,
way.
see.
He always goes
I
this
do,
way.
but I go that way.
It's like, I'm just gonna take the long way around, man.
Yeah, I always try to, bullshit my way. No, man, I want to go scenic route. We got time.
Yeah, we got time,
I
man.
fucking missed the turn is what I did, man.
Well, it says I'm in Newton Conover.
Tennessee. What the fuck?
Hey man, no lie. My wife calls me. Well, she's just my girlfriend at the time. We were playing somewhere up in Hickory, and she was coming to see us, and she got on 40. And well, actually, no, we were playing Statesville, and she calls me. She said, "I don't think I'm going the right way because it just said Tennessee."
Oh shit, man.
Oh, my God.
She got to the club. We had like 2 songs left to play. I was like,
At least you made it for the encore, you know.
I said, oh my God.
Now we actually had some friends back in the old days when we used to do the wrestling thing, because sometimes our after parties would be more epic than the shows. So you remember those guys?
Yeah, we came to
from
one after a
Concord?
Tool concert one night.
Yeah, man, I remember.
I remember that.
Yeah,
I was
man.
hammered.
Yeah,
I remember.
I was gonna say, man, we were all pretty.
Everybody, it was wild.
It was a wild
Yeah.
time, man.
Was
It was
there a
wild.
ring set up that night?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How did I
Yeah.
not
It stayed
end up
set
in
up
it?
there.
Oh yeah, we always had it set up that
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
man.
How did I not end up there?
Thank God you didn't, brother. Thank God you didn't.
Hey, check it out! Put my
Body
underwear
slam,
on my head, you know?
motherfucker,
Tighten them up.
This guy ain't in the show, but I know him, so it's cool.
Yeah.
But don't throw him out. Don't throw him out. You know, just sell it, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
sell it, man. But no, we had a couple friends of ours who left the after party one time. They were trying to get to Concord. I mean, they should not have been on the road. We shouldn't let them get on the road. But hell, what you gonna do? They called us from Tennessee. Hey, man, we made a wrong turn
Yeah,
somewhere.
I
Do you
was like-
remember that?
Yeah, I was like,
How the
Wow.
fuck?
how do you do that and realize you got that much time going by?
Yeah, I mean, like hours.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like a 4-hour.
yeah. And
That's
they
a
were
4-hour run.
yeah. And we were still up. You know, we're still.
Concord sure
Yeah,
got
no,
halfway
right.
away.
Yeah, goddamn, man, we ain't gone through Charlotte yet.
Yeah.
We must still be in Krause.
That's that wasp spray, man.
Yeah.
Wasp spray.
There you go.
Back to the wasp. There we are.
God damn it, always comes full circle,
Yeah,
brother.
no, it
Goddamn.
does, man.
Well, we took about 3 hits of wasp spray, and goddamn, we wound up in the strip club in Tennessee.
We were lobster fishing, man.
Just another Saturday night, man. Just
Yeah.
another wasp night.
we used to, our sound man, we were talking about this before we came in. Our sound man's son, we used to bring him to your wrestling
Yeah,
events.
yeah.
He was a little guy, and then it's funny we were talking about how you see him at the show at New Year's, and it's like he's 6'1".
Yeah, I'm looking up
and
to
like,
him.
250 pounds,
Yeah.
and he's like big boy,
Yeah.
and then but man, that was so cool because you guys had really good following there.
Oh, yeah, man.
It built up. I mean, it
Oh,
got
yeah,
to
man.
where.
We had about.
It wasn't like, first couple times it was like
Low
50,
end,
maybe
yeah.
100 people, and then it's like 200-300 people,
Yeah.
and it's like,
Yeah.
man, this is awesome,
It got up
and
there,
and he
man.
loved it. I mean, Andrew was like, he's running sound and lights for us now
Right,
too with
yeah.
Brian, but but he's like, man, we're going to see Dustin Destiny.
Dustin,
and
I know
JD,
you know Dustin,
oh,
man. Yeah,
man.
man. Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
man, and he was good.
Double
Oh,
D,
Double
man.
D, baby. Yeah,
the
man.
yellow black,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, man.
Because I remember he was working
Hey.
with us at the time.
Yeah,
man.
and you worked with David Hayes.
David Hayes,
the bounty hunter,
the bounty
Hayes.
hunter. Yeah, remember?
Yeah.
Dude, we shit on David Hayes every chance we get on this show. Him and Mike are my 2 best
Can,
friends. So I
can we
love
take
David
this
Hayes.
opportunity to shit on Dustin? Have you seen
Let's shit
Dustin
on Dustin.
lately?
Let's shit on Dustin. Yeah. I wanna shit
I'll be
on-
glad to shit on Dustin.
I know you got probably don't know him that well, but let's shit on Dustin.
Yeah, let's shit on Dustin.
No, that
Have you seen Dustin lately?
I see him on Facebook, and I see the 2 more miles.
Yeah, that's it, man.
He decided to go get healthy.
I hate him. I hate him so much.
What are you driving?
I hate his hair too.
Fuck him. Yeah, he's got hair and he's in shape.
His
motherfucker.
His stupid hair.
He's probably got a 10-foot dick too.
Probably fucking does, Rick. I didn't even think about it, but God damn it, man. Now I really hate the motherfucker.
I know, right?
Dick down to his knees, long fucking hair, and he's got a 6-pack.
Pretty head of hair.
Yeah,
bald guys like me get jealous of that
like
shit.
me.
And I'm on the way, bro.
Yeah.
I'm coming. I'm catching
Hurricane's coming.
Hurricane's
Hurricane's coming. Be staring at his crotch. Next time you see him, be looking at his dick.
Dustin, I know this is going to sound awkward. Can I see your cock?
He will.
I just got to know.
Send him a message on Facebook. Hey, man, send us a dick pic, man.
Nothing gay. It ain't a gay thing.
Yeah.
Don't feel weird about it. What?
No,
Don't feel weird about it.
He's got this hair that he's got this long hair that he can cut off
and grow it back
in a week.
Motherfucker, man. He's got a 6-pack, man. I mean, he's in the best shape of his life.
Yeah.
Fuck
I hate him.
Yeah,
I hate him.
You suck, Dustin. If you're listening to this,
If you listen to this, Dustin, definitely fuck you. Go get fat and bald, you son of a bitch. Let the rest of us.
be a real man.
Catch up,
Be a
son.
real
Catch up.
man. Yeah,
Catch
damn
up.
right.
Catch up, son.
Become a loser.
Yeah.
That's funny, man.
If you don't know how, come here on the podcast, man. We can take it from step 1, man. We'll walk you through the process.
I hear his boy's like a really badass basketball player.
Man.
Yes, he
yeah,
is.
dude. Once again, we talk about how we're getting older, and I know you guys don't know Dustin that well, but that I believe his son was actually conceived in my old house.
Yeah,
if that tells you how old
right.
I feel,
There you go, put it out there.
Hey man, fuck him. We love you. Yeah. I love you, Dustin. But no, man, I'm just going to say, man, this kid who's no longer a kid, he's a young man now out here jamming on the basketball court. I knew him when the egg was seated, brother.
Yeah, I got you.
I was going to say I was there, but I technically wasn't there.
I'm sure
you were in the vicinity.
I was in the area. I was paying rent where that happened. Let's put it like that. Yeah.
So you contributed a little bit.
I contributed to him, man. Yeah, he should have named him after me.
I know, right?
I'm sure you'll be able to put that on the resume to UNCC.
Well, he should, man.
Yeah.
Hell, I would.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, man. Let's concede that Jason Fingers.
So he's probably going to have great big bushy head of hair too.
He does, man. He does. He's in great
Yeah.
shape. He's tall, man.
He's tall.
My little ass is over here like, hey.
Yeah, he's
kind of like the guy, the sound.
Andrew.
Andrew.
He's all,
I was like, oh, hey, man, I'm glad you used to come and look up at us. Now I'm looking up to you.
Right.
It's the hormones in the chicken, man. I mean,
It's the chicken, brother.
The young kids scare me now because they're so damn big.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the fucking
I mean,
hormones. Yeah, it's
I'm 15
the
years
milk
old.
or
I'm
something.
6'4" and 250 pounds.
Yeah, it's like Jesus Christ, man.
I tell you
I'm still
what.
working on it.
Say it like that. We get the kids that kind of grew up watching us, and now you see them. It's like, oh, okay, wow.
Yeah.
That's a real. You guys get that? I mean,
Yeah.
it's like
I bet you
kids
guys,
that-
obviously.
people
yeah.
that grew up watching you guys. I mean, that's got to be like, oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
it is.
Yeah.
It's surreal,
Yeah.
man.
They're bringing
They look at
now
us
they
and
bring their
like, what the hell
grandkids
happened
over.
to him?
right, yeah.
I remember when you guys were in shape.
Yeah,
man.
we had hair.
Yeah. Did you have hair one time? Yeah, I thought
Big
so.
bulky chest.
Yeah, man, what happened?
I bet you don't have a penis.
Did your penis shrink while we were at it? Yeah.
Well, it did. I mean, it's, your balls get bigger and your penis shrinks. I mean,
God damn it, yeah.
That's another sense of humor.
sense of humor there. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, let's see, man. Is there anybody else we want to shit on? We shit on
any
Dustin.
body parts we haven't talked about. Yeah.
I think we've covered them all, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, man. I don't know where to go from there, guys, other than saying
I got a picture of my nipple on my cell phone.
I would love to see that.
Yeah.
I
I'll
would
show
love
it
to
to you
see
later.
that. Yes, please. No. Well, we're actually.
Well, hit that like, subscribe,
and we'll
Yeah, we'll put it on there.
we'll put that
We'll put
picture
my
up.
nipple on there.
Yeah.
if we get 50 likes on this video,
Yeah.
we will post
Yeah.
Kendall's nipple.
I will make that happen.
Yeah.
Dude, You heard it here. We're going to do this. If we
it's
get
50, we're going to
Yep.
nipples coming.
Yep.
if we can get 50 likes on this YouTube video, 50, because we usually get 3, me and Mike, and maybe one other
Right,
person.
There you go.
Well, you have us on here.
Nobody
Hey
wants
man,
to see it.
hey, we're almost there, man. We're almost there.
Yeah,
If we
there
get
you go.
100, we'll get the whole band's nipples.
Oh, good. Okay. I'll throw my nipples in if we get 100.
that's all right.
I'll throw my nipples in. Mike, you in?
How you make those
Yeah,
small?
yeah, okay. Sure.
Mike's in on it too, man.
Yeah, sure.
That's going to be
Yeah.
a lot of nipples for 100 likes. Kendall's for 50. Hell, it's worth it
Yeah.
right there.
It's
man.
worth 50 right
It's
there,
worth
man.
50 likes.
50 likes. You got a nipple.
Hey, you got to match the nipple with the name.
Okay, I'm cool with that. Oh, I'm taking a face shot too, man. I mean, shit, you can get full titties, man.
Yeah, man.
I got like my daughter.
I have to take off my bro. I mean,
yeah.
the bra for men, you know. I have
Yeah.
to take that off. And,
Yeah, yeah.
My daughter was showing me something on the phone last night, and I got that.
Oh, nice,
So,
dude.
so that was
Yeah.
a nipple.
Yeah, dude, we're done, man.
Yeah, yeah,
We're going viral, motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's funny right there.
oh, man.
Well, guys, like I say, I guess, man, after all this, dude, I think the best thing we can do is start wrapping this thing up, because Lord have mercy, man.
Well, Shane brought his guitar. You want to play a
Yo,
song?
God, man, can we? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, let's do that, man.
Hold this. Just,
Now, I
Yeah,
don't have,
that's it,
we
yeah.
won't be able to actually mic it, but
mic
I
it,
think
I'll
it'll
mic it.
pick up. Dude,
pretty
you
sure
can do
it will.
that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
absolutely
Yeah,
will.
yeah, man. Yeah, dude, I hate to ask you to do that.
We got 4. That's all
Man, I
right,
brought my
man.
drums. We're going to set them up right
Yeah,
here.
yeah, fuck it.
take
6
6
hours
hours.
later. God damn, Kendall.
It's a long podcast, man.
Yeah, sound check.
Hope you guys aren't busy today.
Settle in,
here.
motherfucker. Hunker down. Hunker down.
All right, I'm going to be a mic stand right now. Here we go. Let's,
Hey, man, perfect. Guys. Awesome, man. Dude,
That sounds good. Yeah.
we never really done this.
No,
this
no,
is
it's the
this-
first. This is first.
Now I know at the
Fantastic.
Comic-Con, Neil played a little bit, but he didn't actually play. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
You know, so
Yeah.
this is like a holy shit, Mike.
Yeah.
We trying to come out like we know what we doing over here.
We're
Man.
going to
we
bust
have
out some
no idea.
Flavor Flav, too.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's dog.
There you go.
I'm totally down for that now. Well, Rick, you are wearing the clock, so
Yeah.
Hey,
you know,
let me
I
ask,
mean, you know, we could do that, you know.
do you miss the
Bye.
tuning of the guitars at all?
no.
Oh, yeah.
4 hours later.
Oh, God. I know. He comes in the studio the other day with a 12 string. I'm like, I'll see you in an
Fuck,
hour.
All right,
Yeah.
man. I'm
Yeah.
going to lunch.
Yeah, exactly.
There
Right.
Oh yeah.
you go. Oh yeah.
Yeah, here you go.
Yeah.
There we go. Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's it.
Shane's cool.
I could sing that whole song right now.
Dude could do,
Yeah.
man.
Right now. I can remember anything.
So I tell you what we'll do this. This is not going to be our next release, but it's about 2 releases away. This is a cool song. You ever been to Jamestown, Arkansas?
No, I have not.
Yeah, we haven't either.
No,
I Googled
We got
it.
it in.
we're not
Did you
allowed.
Google it?
We're banned from
There you go.
Jamestown,
Yeah.
man.
I didn't even know that was a place.
Yeah, we didn't either. It's a population like 75 people. But,
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
but anyway, it works. So
Tell them about your song, man. Tell them the
it's-
guy you wrote it with, and
Yeah,
it's a great story.
it's a friend of mine, Robbie Shackford. He's no longer here, but he had the idea and basically wrote the song, and I'm just carrying the song on from him. And
That's awesome.
Yeah, his family's been willing to let me use it in our music and what we're doing, and it's a great idea. But we wrote and collaborated for years. Probably one of the best singers I know, you know. But anyway, we'll do this song for him. It's called Jamestown, Arkansas. It's going to be coming out here in just a few months. I saw my picture on the Sunday news with a big long list of alias names I've used. I told the man that he had best leave me alone. Then I took his life around Jamestown, Arkansas. I helped this farmer throw a few bales of hay. He paid me off and sent me on my way. Somebody spotted me, I had to steal another car. Man, I wish I'd never seen Jamestown, Arkansas. I don't know if they'll try to take me in or shoot me down on sight, 'cause I'm one of the 10 most wanted men by the FBI. It all happened so fast in a blink of an eye, it chills me to the bone. Now I'm wanted all to hell in Jamestown, Arkansas. I'm headed south down Interstate 55. Yeah, they might take me, but they won't take me alive. I'm gonna hold cold in the streets until I fall. Then they'll take me back to Jamestown, Arkansas. I don't know if they'll try to take me in or shoot me down on sight, 'cause I'm one of the 10 most wanted men by the FBI. It all happened so fast in a blink of an eye, it chills me to the bone. Now I'm wanted all to hell. Yeah, I'm wanted all to hell in Jamestown, Arkansas. There you go.
Yeah.
That
Wow.
was,
Yeah.
man.
So,
I've got goosebumps over here.
It's a great song, isn't
Wow.
it?
That's
I mean,
awesome. Amazing.
that's a cool
James.
song.
Kendall and I have been on him for
Oh my
a
God.
year or two. It's like, when are we going to record this? When are we going to
Dude,
record this?
yeah, it's
Well,
com-
we
it's
got to wait.
coming.
We got to wait. I'm like, come on, man. We got to record this. It's a badass song.
Dude, that was. I'm over here like
Wow.
tripping, man. That
Yeah.
was,
The hook is just amazing.
Love
It's
it.
like,
man.
I want it
Yeah.
all to hell.
dude. Thank you
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
playing that here
Cool
on
song.
this show,
Yeah,
man.
cool song. So people will be hearing that here soon.
Dude, that
A
is.
few months. We got a couple more. We got a song we're fixing to release here. We're working on now. It's called Younger Days.
Cool. So we got a lot of things to look forward to.
Oh,
coming
yeah.
up here,
Oh,
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it, just to play it on mine and Mike's podcast here, dude. That just elevated
Yeah.
us. That just took
Yeah,
us.
that was
What you just did just
incredible.
took us to another level.
Yeah.
Thank
Hey,
you, man.
Well, we appreciate you
That
guys
was an
having us up
amazing,
here, man.
I
amazing
got,
song.
you guys
man.
got
This
it.
is fun,
This has been the
It's fun.
funnest I've had, and,
Yeah.
and I don't know how long, man. And real quick, I got to ask, with all the wrestling memorabilia, best wrestler ever live?
Dusty Rhodes.
Flair.
Flair.
See, there we go, man. That's
Flair,
why
I
me and
know,
Mike are
Dusty
always
Rhodes.
going
There it
back
is.
and forth, man.
There it is.
Well, let me ask
I do like the American Dream.
who was your favorite, Rick?
Ric Flair?
Ric Flair?
Flair.
Are you guys
I'm Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah.
Dusty? All right, man.
I'm Flair.
Really,
Flair.
man.
It's
Hey,
kinda-
we're outnumbered here.
There it goes.
Magnum TA.
I love Magnum.
Magnum TA. Oh,
man,
my
I
gosh.
love
you know.
Magnum
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Listen,
Yeah.
did
Love
y'all know who the honky tonk man was?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
come
yeah.
on,
He
man.
liked the honky tonk
Yeah, hey,
man.
man.
That was your daddy's,
right
man.
there.
He
wasn't
always
it?
got his ass kicked.
Actually, he's right there.
We
Yeah.
got the action figure right here, man.
Yep.
Yeah, but you know,
I love the honky tonk, man. I hated him back in the day,
Oh, yeah.
but looking
But you
back
love
on
to
him
hate
now,
him, yeah.
yes,
Oh, yeah.
that's it, brother.
my dad used to rub him. Hey, the honky tonk man, he's gonna kick your ass. Shut up, daddy.
What I always love, man, is after the honky tonk man would do something just completely shitty to somebody, he'd go,
Yeah,
thank you very much. They'd be,
Yeah.
oh,
Oh,
man,
yeah,
they
man.
want to
Yeah.
kill him, man.
What a
That's
great
right.
persona.
Dude,
man.
yes,
That's
man.
right.
Thank you very much.
He was like, I'm the greatest singer. Now, he'd say that impersonator Elvis Presley trying to be like the honky tonk man. It's like, oh, dude, fuck you, man. Fuck you.
Yep.
Well, guys, man, I know we just played that song, Jamestown, Arkansas. Shane, once again, that was awesome. Yeah, and you got to hear here first on the podcast,
Yeah.
I got.
That's right.
Hell yeah, man. That's fucking cool,
Yeah.
man. That's really fucking cool.
Tell me about it.
What else can we see from Shane Willis and the Mojo Mafia? What's coming up, guys?
We're the Beer and Wine Festival.
Okay.
Lincolnton Beer and
Yes.
Wine Festival. We're going to be playing there.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be
That's
doing that show.
April.
It's 25th.
25th,
April
yeah.
25th.
Okay.
We'll
25th.
probably be playing around 3:30, right around that time.
Cool.
So
That'd be the
we
place
got
to
that
be.
coming up. Yeah, we're going to be doing a show later in the year at the Cultural Center.
Okay. Sounds good.
That'll probably be another benefit for somebody.
Cool.
Then also, well, like I say, March 6th, next Friday night, you know, we definitely need everybody that can. And if you can't, hey, buy a ticket. You got a chance to win a guitar.
Yeah. And you're helping a
and
good
you're
cause.
still helping a great cause, even if you can't make the show. It's
Helping
only
some good
$10 a
guys.
ticket.
Yeah.
They can go on www.shanewillismusic.com,
Okay.
click on events, and they can actually buy a ticket from Eventbrite there.
Is that the only way to get the tickets, or is
No,
get 'em at the
Guitar
door?
Wishes has them.
Okay.
They can get them at the door.
Okay.
Davis Brothers.
Davis
Davis
Brothers
Brothers has 'em.
Automotive
You can inbox me on any social media.
Yeah.
I'll bring them to you.
Yeah, Facebook.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
can check us out on
Yeah.
Facebook. And if they get a chance, go check out that song. That's what Country Boys Do on YouTube.
Absolutely, and I'm gonna have links to all that in the description for this
Cool.
show. I'll have
Awesome.
to Shane Willis.
Yeah.
I'll have it to your Facebook page, and just across the board, the YouTube video,
Great.
everything.
Great.
Man, we're gonna have it across the
Yeah,
board.
but a lot of things coming up. We've just been so much time recording and working on the original material, which is what we should have did 20 years ago. You know.
Yeah.
Instead of playing for the gig, now it's about the song.
Right.
Before it was like,
Yeah.
well, where are we going? How much money are we going to make? You know,
Yeah.
how long we got to play?
to
Now
make
it's
it
like,
happen. Yeah.
now it's like, well, we don't care about how much money we're making. We're trying to. I mean, we do.
Sure,
Don't get me
obviously,
wrong.
man,
I mean, we
obviously,
love
yeah.
money. Everybody
Yeah, man,
loves
who
money,
doesn't?
but
Yeah.
but
You
it's
gotta eat, brother.
But as far as playing, it's more about what's coming out of our hearts.
Yeah.
What's coming, what's creating something, together as guys. Shane's pretty much the main songwriter as far as these batch of songs we've written. Kendall's got some songs he's wrote that
Yeah.
back in the Papa Mojo days.
Right.
But
We've had some songs that had some good success. A couple 100,000 hits on.
I mean, hey, brother.
YouTube. I mean,
Come on, man.
So I mean, we've got so much music inside of us right now. Everybody does. And it's just like
yeah.
right now, it's just
screaming to
busting.
get out.
Yeah.
Just busting
Yeah,
at the
there's not room
seams.
for
Yeah.
music that we just spitting.
Yeah, the hardest part is with schedules trying to get it captured.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we work up here at the Sound Factory. We've been going up here with Aaron. He's a great guy, and he's awesome at what he does, and he's helping us get it. But time's limited. But,
Sure.
But we're working on it.
Don't you wish you had the same kind of time you had back when you were 16, 17?
Absolutely.
I wish you could
Yeah.
just get up and just do this.
All the
Yeah,
time.
yeah. It's just every day. Oh,
we
man.
went to
Yeah.
the station
Just
the other
music
day.
all
I
the
was
time.
like, it'd be cool if we just went to Bojangles and went to the radio.
Right.
And then to record.
Yeah.
Man, if this is all me and Mike could do, geez, man, that's
That'd be
the
awesome.
lottery, brother. That is the
That's right.
lottery.
That's winning the lottery.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Every day. It's like winning it every freaking day,
Yeah, it
man.
is.
But
That's right.
we spend a lot of time doing it, so it's coming. All we got to do is I've always said it just takes one, guys. We get one.
Yeah.
You got it.
And we can play
Yeah.
for forever.
You got it, man.
And the best thing is I mean, you're talking 25, 30-year friendships between
Oh,
all
yeah,
of us too. So it's
sure.
not just about the music. I mean, it's
Yeah.
about the music, but it's about
Yeah.
we can all, the four core of us, I mean, Dwayne and Randy are definitely seated in with
Sure,
us, I mean, but
absolutely.
we've been together for so long. I mean, we could go hang out at a Burger King and have a big time.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It's just that way with us.
And that definitely, I think, comes through in your music. I know when I saw you guys on New Year's Eve, you could just feel that, man, and you can't really describe it. You can't really say how it is you just. I mean, that's like
Yeah.
me and Mike. We've been doing stuff together since we were 16.
Yeah.
Just like when we did the commentary for wrestling, Mike. I mean, I don't
We
know.
just knowing each other.
Yeah,
it is.
it's like you can almost
Yeah.
finish each
Yeah.
other's thoughts.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's how it is as a musician.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You can almost look at somebody and go, I know where he's
Where
going.
he's going.
I know what he's going to do, so
Yeah.
this,
And you can't learn that, man. You just
No.
have to experience that and grow. You grow with that.
and you can't buy that.
no, man. If you could, everybody had already bought it.
Yeah, man.
I mean, seriously.
Absolutely,
Right.
So that's, I mean, that's where it's been the best for me is like I get to hang out with, my best friends, guys I've
I
known
love you
since
too,
I was, yeah.
We're gonna hug again.
Hey,
Yeah,
y'all-
we're gonna
Yeah,
spoon
I'm
after
gonna
this,
say,
y'all about to
Spoons
hug.
are coming. Spoons
Yeah,
are coming.
spooning.
Shane's
If
closest
we get
to the
200
door.
likes,
Yeah.
if we get 200 likes, they'll kiss
Yeah,
everybody.
No, we will.
Yeah, Rick and Kendall.
Rick and Kendall.
I'm all about
Okay.
a nipple shot, but
200 likes.
You can't sell that short. You need like 500.
Yeah.
500 likes.
you
Let's
get
go
500
on.
likes.
You get 500 likes
Yeah,
and a
there you
$10
go.
donation from each person. Yeah,
There you go.
we'll French
I'll
each
kiss
other.
them both.
You heard it here.
I'll slip a little tongue in there. For, I got my price, boys. I mean,
I'll fill your ass or something.
I'm not a slut. I'm not.
Yeah. Anything I'm some kind of
might-
whore, Rick.
I'll buy you some dinner,
This
man.
ain't the
I mean,
90s,
okay.
man. This ain't the 90s.
It's like the $1 Million Man said. Everybody has a price.
Everybody has a price.
That's right.
Well, $1 million.
The great Ted DiBiase, man.
Dude. Guys, Rick, you said something just a little bit ago about having a good time. And Mike, one thing about every guest we've ever had have said that. And that makes us feel great, man. I know, Mike,
Yeah.
I can speak for you on that,
Yeah.
brother. That's
Oh,
just
yeah.
one of those things.
Oh, yeah.
Because we can't pay you, obviously. You know, we don't have
What?
fucking
Wait a
money.
minute.
What are you talking about?
Candy.
That's
Candy.
bullshit. man. We were talking-
Here, I'm about to put my
That's
nipple
what
on
we-
the internet.
That's what we're talking about, the candy,
The
right?
candy, that's the
comes
candy.
in.
He's getting ready to stick my tongue in the drummer's mouth. What do you mean we're not getting paid, man?
Fuck you, motherfuckers. You had to say it at the end of the show.
Right.
You couldn't lead it up. You couldn't lead off with that
Well,
shit.
you guys have been great hosts. It's obvious that you
yeah,
guys have been doing this, and I wish you all more success than
Thank you,
anything,
brother.
man, because
Yeah,
you guys
appreciate it.
deserve it.
Thank
You're good
y'all.
dudes.
I appreciate
You've
that,
tried to
man.
bring some new creative ideas to Lincolnton, and I think it's worked. You know,
Yeah,
so
it has.
I appreciate that, guys. Once again,
Absolutely.
you know, I've always told people when you come on here, I can't promise you 100 views. I can't promise you 5 views. I can promise you. I mean, you know, just be honest.
Yeah.
Well, there's 5
Oh, yeah.
views right
There
here
you
in the
go.
room.
Yeah.
That nipple will get them going.
That
Yeah,
nipple,
yeah.
brother. If Kendall's nipple doesn't do it, then man, we're done.
Then
We're
you
done.
might as well
We're
just shut
done.
it down.
We're
man.
done,
There's no
man.
need
We're
moving
done.
on.
I'm pretty sure everybody will see my nipple. I think about that every day. I walk
I do
down the
too,
street
actually.
and I'm
I
like,
do
I
too.
see that girl looking. She's looking at my
She
nipple.
wants to see that nipple, man. Especially on them cold days.
Yeah. You know, I didn't know. That's, takes
But
pride.
we'll let you go and we'll let you have fun. You know, that's the thing
That's
here.
it. We want you guys to
Yeah.
have a blast.
Yeah.
That's what it always boils down to.
Absolutely.
I know, dude. It's like 11 o'clock, and I feel like I've been sitting here for 5 minutes. It's been flying by. It's been
man.
great, man.
Oh, dude. Well, we want you guys to come back. This is definitely not a one and done, man. We want
Yeah,
you
well,
guys
yeah,
to
we
be
will.
to be here as much
Absolutely.
as we can get you guys in here. Shane, once again, that rendition of Jamestown, Arkansas.
Damn,
Jeez, Louise,
gross.
man, that was.
Thank you.
We've never debuted a song live ever. I mean, that's no. I mean,
Excellent.
dude, when
Yeah.
you were playing, I was getting goosebumps. I'm over here like, man, this is
You know,
this is
it's
a great song, man.
it's not often I get lost in a song, but yeah, I definitely got lost
Yeah,
over here
Shane's-
in that one for sure.
Awesome.
You know,
that was amazing, man.
Yeah.
We got some great stuff coming up, man. It's
Yeah.
gonna be awesome.
And everybody
Stay
out there
tuned.
listening, I was going to say, man,
Yeah.
keep in touch with these guys. If you haven't already liked them on Facebook, do that. Like, subscribe, and share to our channel. Like, subscribe, and share to these guys' YouTube channel. Now, Shane, you have a YouTube channel.
Yes.
Like I said, man, Facebook, all that stuff, man, get to know these guys. I'm going to have those links in the description for the show so you'll be able to get there easily. So there's no excuse out there, PUDs. If you're out there listening, you can get there. So I don't want to hear your bullshit, but
yeah, that's right.
We're coming after you.
we're coming
Yeah.
after, and no nipple for you.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
That's
If
all
you
I'm
ain't like,
saying.
subscribing, and sharing
50
these
likes.
guys,
I'm telling
50
you.
likes.
50 likes, man, and that nipple can be all yours.
There's a lot of
There you
people
go.
wanting to see
Let's
this.
put some butter on it.
Y'all have it all over Facebook.
Oh man, it's everywhere, brother. Viral.
Hey,
It's
there
going
it is.
viral.
There it is.
Put peanut butter on it. I don't care.
Now, how many likes until Rick will lick the peanut butter
Yeah,
off?
I mean, you know.
Is that it?
Well, like I said, we need a financial donation for
Yeah,
something
yeah, we're
like
going
that,
up.
man.
We're
you
going
know,
up.
Yeah, we need money for that.
Well, guys, once again, thank you guys so much for coming in, man. This was a blast for
Thank you
us.
for having us.
Thanks for having us,
Like I
man.
said, we're so glad to have you. Mike, is there anything you want to start taking us out with here, brother?
Man, yeah, guys, I appreciate it, and you know, as I'm sure everybody appreciates everything that you're doing, and March 6th, get out there, you know, go. It's going to be huge.
Yeah.
And newly renovated.
right.
Yeah.
That's
Citizen
right.
Center.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
It's,
Doors
I don't
open at
think it's
6
been
o'clock,
touched since the
6:30.
80s.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they, you know, with the new renovations, it's fantastic in there. So
No,
get
we-
out there.
Get out there, man.
We
Do
were
your
talking
part.
about, Iron Britain. You
Yeah.
know, we used to go. I used to.
Yeah.
I saw a couple shows there, and
Yeah,
you
man.
know, that's actually the first stage I was ever on with my father. They
Really?
Yeah, he played in the Splinters back with Chris
I remember,
Falkenberry and those guys.
Okay, yeah.
And they opened for the Shakers there, and Dad got me out there and was like, "Come on, old time rock and roll, just singing
Yeah,
some
yeah.
backups, you know."
Yeah.
And all a bunch of little girls from school were there, and I was like,
Dude,
"This is it.
You're in.
This
This
You're
is the
in.
way.
This is
It's like
this-
Mandalorian, man.
Yeah,
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the
right
way."
here, brother.
I have spoken.
I have
Yeah,
spoken.
spoken.
man. Done.
Yeah,
Done. Hooked.
but yeah, just
Hooked.
we're Citizen Center, March 6th. Doors open 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. Yeah.
It's a great cause.
All the talent's gonna be awesome. Just
Yeah.
come on out.
It's going to be the place to be, man.
It is.
And then
It is.
Saturday night, we're going to be doing the wrestling show for USA Main Event Wrestling. I want to put those guys
Yes.
over before we log off today or shut it down today.
Yep.
USA Main Event Wrestling is going to be at the Wow Factor Party Pavilion. That's a mouthful, bro.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
nice job.
Thank you, man. I'm getting better. You should have heard it the first couple times, man. This is the Wow
Wobble, wobble, wobble.
Factor,
Wobble, wobble,
Pavilion.
You know that place over there.
wrestling.
Yeah, the place there, the tag place there, Dollar
Party,
General, man.
good time party.
Yeah.
Come out. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow
Domino's,
Pavilion.
pepperoni, license plate,
License. Pizza.
elbow in your face.
Everything's $1.
Just another thing. Yeah,
That's right. That's right.
dollar pepperoni wrestling. I'm in.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, those guys are going to be. We're going to be commentating for that show March 7th. Man, it's going to be a packed weekend. Do not be from Lincoln and say there's nothing doing this.
That's
town.
what I'm saying, man.
That's
You
my
know,
thing, man. You
yeah.
got a full packed weekend coming up next weekend. March 6th with Shane Willis and the Mojo Mafia at the Citizen Center. March 7th, USA Main Event Wrestling at the Wow Factor Party Pavilion.
Yeah.
Thank
He
you.
nailed
There
it,
you
man.
go.
Twice in a row, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank
Give
you.
us that
Nice.
address for that thing.
I'm impressed.
Oh shit! Fuck you, Mike. You know I don't know the address, man.
Man, he'll get lost. He'll get
I
lost
was
going
so
there.
close, man.
Just Google it, man. Google
Man,
it.
I'm at the Domino's
Google it.
Pizza, and there's a liquor store here. But
I don't know. Damn it, man! I was so close. We'll see you next week.
That's right. We're out of time.
Right time, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, man.
But yeah, man, check those guys out again, man. Shane Willis and Mojo Mafia. Once again, I've said it a million times. I'll say it a million more. Thank you guys for being here. We enjoyed it, man. This was a great show, guys. Thank you, y'all,
Thank you,
man.
man.
Thank y'all.
Hey, guys.
All right, Mike. Anything else, brother?
That'll do it for this week,
All right, man. Until next week, you PUDs out there, y'all have a good one.
And not only that, David, I understand we're right at the end of our program.
No, we have got to
This
go.
has been a great event.
There's some people out there that hate us for this.